Good. My network should not mess me up today. Huh? Good. So, welcome once again. This is Charles Tamble, the boss of the Global Bosses Network, a two-star director. And September this year will make me 3 years in this business. Super excited so far by journey in this business, Longrich, and I'm super excited with the success stories in this business, both with our products and both with the money. You know, I like the money. If you like the money, I like the money. Yeah, so I like talking about the money all the time. And so I'm super excited with the impact also. A lot of people getting to understand what this business is all about and running with it. Despite the heat in the business, the COVID situation, we're still crushing it. We have more qualifiers, cars, trip, and so many things people are enjoying the business. Why some are sleeping, some are waking up. That's the beauty of this business. So I'm sending you all greetings from Kenya. It's already late here. I'm supposed to be sleeping, but I'm still crushing it. So that's why you don't need to sleep since I'm crushing it. If those who are successful are crushing it, doing it all the time, waking up, how much more those who are broke? So you need to wake up early and wake faster. So super excited to be in your midst today. I hope you're excited like me. If you're excited, I want you to drop some fire emoji in the comments because it's going to be hot, hot, hot. Many people have been sending me a lot of questions about uh, the Longrich incentive, car promo, rank advancement promo, trip. So today I have two great leaders, the women I respect so much in this business, and I love the way they are crushing it in this business, and I'm super excited to have them with me today. You know, for those of us, I know we have some prospects here. If you don't know about us, Longrich is a global giant, the manufacturing company all the way from China. We have manufacturing plant based in the research centers based in the US, France, Japan, and in China. Presently, our factory is almost in completion. We'll be producing some of our products very soon, I believe this year, in Nigeria. And we have over 2,000 products. We push this product with the network marketing system. And don't be scared of the word network. I like using the word business because we are purely in business. What gives us money in this business is the product. And I came into this business September 2018 when I was broke. I had no money. I was a civil servant living paycheck to paycheck. My children were at home where others were taking their children to school in a debt of over 15 million. And within 1 year in this business, because I wasn't sleeping when I know I have a problem, my roof is on fire, I crushed it. I became a star director in the company. Super excited to have a team that is so strong also in the business called the Global Bosses. And so I have the CEO of Dynasty Club here with us. The Dynasty Club. The woman whose two Dynasty Group, Dynasty Group, a woman whose tool I have used so much. You know, I always mention her. Doc, the prof, thank you for providing this tool to help me build my business because I am the chairman of Copy and Paste. You know, that's the beauty about this industry. If you learn how to copy correctly, you can do this business. So when I saw these tools and I saw the income potential in this business and how fast I can grow using the tool, I took advantage of it and ran with it. So today we are giving you a tool to help you get to understand what the Longrich incentive is all about. And our second speaker today is a former bank manager. No, SD3, Shine, James Effiong. Powerful lady also that she will be sharing. She recently shared an Excel sheet to help us track our car promo, if you want to qualify for car, and she's going to be talking about it. So, I love this industry a lot. We want people to succeed, and so we give you every information to help you succeed. If you're not succeeding, that means it's your fault. You're not taking advantage of the tools you have. That's why you're not succeeding. So we want to hear from our first speaker. Doc ID Uso, are you there?
Yes, boss, I'm here.
I'm not calling the name with so much muscle. Huh? How are you?
Here, boss. I'm fine. I'm sorry, my network is really acting up. Can you hear me clearly? I'm really hoping
we can hear you. We can hear you clearly.
Fantastic.
So I know you are the doctor himself, and you know so much about our product. Today is not product day. Please, if you want to get information on our product, kindly ask for the catalog. Ask for the catalog, we'll send you. So we want to talk about money today. Please, so kindly share with us. Kindly share with us the incentive of Longrich. Tell us about it, because then the car promo, tell us about it. We want to hear your story, then you tell us about that.
Okay, thank you so much for hosting this, boss. Good morning, everyone. It's really a pleasure to be here. I'm honored to be here to share with you, a little bit about what we do here. And one thing I love, I'm going to start by saying one thing I love about Longrich is the collaborative spirit. And if you can see my t-shirt, collaboration over competition. Why did I choose this word? Because it's in this business, you cannot succeed alone. What I have come to see with network marketing and Longrich in particular is the fact that we have a lot of intelligent people, gifted people, skilled people coming together to bring in their bit, a little idea here, putting together gives us this explosive success that you see and read on social media every day. Now, I'm saying this to our intending members, and I'm saying to our existing members that Longrich will not be a success today if we all did not contribute something from our little corner to grow the general Longrich. Longrich is a company, but there is a family, and the family is a success because every single person is not thinking about themselves or their teams, but we are all thinking about Longrich as a group, because what works for one person will work for every single person in Longrich. And so what we do is once we try something and we see that it works, we shout it through the rooftop, because our compensation plan, our reward system fosters competition, collaboration. There's no competition, there's no room. What do I have to compete for? All we do is the same activities. We do different activities in different aspects, but I share my strategies, you share your strategies, and we grow together. My strategies may not even work for you, but you can work for somebody in your team. Your strategies may not work for me, but it can work for someone in my team. So please, let us learn to be open-minded. Let us learn to share the little we know. And you'll be surprised that even the little you know is so much for everyone. Bring your best foot forward. That's the idea. So having said that, I'm going to introduce myself again and share a little bit of my story, how I came in contact with Longrich. My name is Dr. Idiso. I'm an academic. I have only known one thing, and that's lecturing. That's the only thing I've known. I've known how to teach. I've known how to educate. And I was quite, quite not ready for any other thing, even business. I remember when a friend of mine was telling me while we were in the university, oh, you should try this business. I said, oh, no, business is not for me. My mom was a business person, but I didn't see myself in that light. So I just kept saying, business is not for me, business is not for me, business is not for me. And guess what? I found myself, a friend of mine came to talk to me about Longrich. And of course, as soon as she mentioned network marketing, I hushed her because I'm never interested in network marketing. I was never interested in network marketing. Network marketing was one of those things I said boldly and publicly, never, I will never do. Let me say it. As someone I said, I will never do, but God had a plan for me because he made this toothache that started disturbing me from childhood to stay. And he brought Longrich toothpaste to take care of my bleeding gum. That was how the door opened to me. I used the toothpaste. I was so excited. I started using all the products. I got even more excited. And before you could say, Jack, I had used at the time, almost every Longrich product I was just buying because I was doing my research on them. Like Charles said, today is not about products, but I was doing my research on these products and I kept being amazed. I'm like, what company invest so much research, so much resource into just a product? Not a product that is curative, but preventive and helping you. What company does that? So I got more interested. But again, because I'd said never to network marketing, because I had no experience in business, I wasn't going to do the business. I loved the products and I told people to buy the products. Long story short, my husband forcefully got me started on the business and just told me, take it one day at a time. With the support, and now this is why I'm coming back to how I started, with the support of the existing Longrich family, I learned how to become successful. I learned how to do business, the Longrich business. I learned how to do network marketing with the support of Longrich family. So what I'm trying to say is, I knew that I needed to get knowledge to succeed. So when I was registered and I loved what I was hearing about, you can earn weekly, the different benefits, I had to humble myself to learn. So I want everybody right now to drop their favorite emoji for Mr. Charles Tambo for giving you this opportunity to learn. He could have decided to do this for his team, but he's putting it all out for every Longrich member. Thank you very much, Charles. We appreciate you. And you've been doing this a lot and we appreciate your selfless effort. Thank you. Everyone, this is what I'm trying to say. When someone prepares a seminar like this, don't give excuses, be at the forefront, because my success today is from learning from people who have succeeded. I signed up November 2014. I signed up from November 2014. And I can tell you that in these 6+ years of doing this business, part-time initially and then full-time, my life has transformed. As an educationist, I had to learn how to teach people the business. So I learned it first. As soon as I learned it, I started teaching people. I started teaching people how to build a business. I started teaching people about the products. I started teaching people about everything about my business. I am a success today because I attend trainings and I train for free. Yes, I train everybody and anybody. You need to understand that part. Once you learn something, try and teach it immediately. Now, I can't start telling you my whole success story on this platform, to be honest. But what I can tell you is that I am a value-added wife. I'm living all my dreams, absolutely all of my dreams. All the dreams I have thought of living, I'm living it all. I'm setting a legacy for my children's future. Something that they can continue from even when I'm no more here. I think that's my greatest joy. My dreams of traveling abroad, controlling my time, controlling my finances, I'm living that. I can go, I love adventure, I love traveling. So I go everywhere and anywhere. I can pick up my bag now and travel. I do not have any reason not to. There's no work restriction, there's no financial restriction, all from this platform. But I did not get it from doing nothing. I got it from doing the work. So I am going to be sharing my slide now. I put together a few things. When I saw our topic, how to qualify for incentives, bonuses, I put together just some things, not a lot, to share with us on how we can qualify. This would apply to existing members and intending members as well. So please pay rapt attention as I share my slides. Okay, so let's see, 1 minute. I need to, okay. All right, so I'm going to start by asking us a question, and I hope that we are using our comment section very well. All right. Always start when it comes to this business. It is very important for us to know what this company rewards us for. Now, there are very different ways you can put it, but this is my definition. Longrich is rewarding us for playing a role in the Longrich market expansion. What does that mean? Longrich is a manufacturing company. They manufacture products. This is one Longrich product. I hope you can see it clearly. This is the mouth freshener. Longrich manufactured this product. This is the sod milk. This is the mosquito repellent. Longrich has products. Now, Longrich is going to reward me for playing a role in expanding the market, the consumption of these products. So market expansion, that's what it's called in business. So what that means is that if I do not do any activity that involves expanding the purchases, the number of people who use this product or how these products are used, if I do not do any activity that involves this, I will not be rewarded. So if someone ever told you that Longrich business is actually about come and join and make money, the person lied to you. This is not about come and join. No, we are creating awareness of products. And when these products are bought through the activities that we facilitated, we will be rewarded. Now, you can facilitate this activity in different ways. You can personally expand the consumer base of Longrich products. So for example, we currently have maybe 2 million people globally, 3 million people, 4 million people, I don't know, using Longrich products. Now, if you and I can increase that number to 10 million, 15 million, 20 million, guess what? We will be rewarded. So the question is, are you ready to do the activities that will expand the consumer base of Longrich products? I'll talk a little bit about this later in the next slide. The second thing you could do to get rewarded is not just to get the people who are consuming the products, because expanding the consumer base means you're getting people to consume the product. But you are also getting people to distribute the products. You are also rewarded for increasing the number. This is what Longrich rewards us for. If you're new, that to tell you that this is what you need to do if you need to get any reward, be it financial or be it cash, commissions or incentives. This is what you will need to do. So let's look at each of them a little more clearly. Now, when we say Longrich rewards us for expanding the consumer base, we said that it means that we are carrying out activities that increase the number of people who use or consume Longrich products. That means for every new person who doesn't know about Longrich products, and you introduce Longrich products to that person, and that person buys Longrich products, you will be rewarded. That's number one. Number two, you are carrying out activities that keep the customers coming back for more products, customer retention. So this is customer acquisition, number one, how to acquire a new customer to start consuming Longrich products. Number two, customer retention, how to keep that customer coming back. If you don't do these activities and these products are not being sold, you will not get rewarded. Now, in this particular case, we are paid by the PVs, which means that the products consumed by these people must be bought with PVs. So if these people don't buy these products with PV, you're not getting any reward. Because some of us will tell someone about Longrich products, you will give them all the information. The person walks into a supermarket and the person buys. You do not get paid for that. So you have done an activity, but you haven't closed the sale in your favor. You just channel the person to. So apart from doing these activities, you must ensure that a sale is made. You are paid when a sale is made, not just when you carry out the activities, but when the sale is made, someone has bought the products, right? So now someone would ask, does this include those who buy and sell Longrich products? And I'll tell you right here, yes and no. Now, why am I giving you the two different answers? Yes, in the sense that there are people who build product users. So what they do is that they have people who are not really doing the business, but they're using the products, but they are registered with the code. So if you have people registered with the code, those people can be rewarded. You can be rewarded for their purchases rather, because they are making that purchase with the code. But if you're buying Longrich products and you are selling, then you are not really being rewarded, because what you're making is profit, but Longrich does not pay you. So you are making profit, but Longrich does not pay you. I hope you understand the difference. So Longrich only pays you when the purchase is done by PV connected to your code. Now, there's a reason. Jafar Roderick, please help us. Jafar Roderick, please help us. You are drawing on our screen, so we have to stop. All right, sorry about that. I needed to stop and so that people who are screenshotting can screenshot. Now, the thing about this particular method of expanding consumer base is that the growth here is a geometric progression. Geometric means 1 plus 1, 2, 1, 2 plus 1, 2 plus 3 is addition. It's not multiplication, because you are going to grow if you're following this method. Obviously, you're going to grow because the PVs are being purchased, so you're going to grow, but you're slowly growing, and we need to understand the difference. So let's look at the second one. Now, please note that this is my definition of a distributor for the context of this class. Another way is to build distributors. And how do you do that? Now, let me define a distributor. It's really somebody who earns income from distributing Longrich products. So if you have never earned an income from distributing Longrich products, you're not a distributor yet. You are just someone with a code. And until that your code starts earning you income from Longrich, you are not yet a distributor, and that is my opinion. So what do we do in this case to build distributors? We carry out activities that lead to the increase in the number of income earners. That's distributors in our team. So meaning these people are earning income. They are within your team. They are not just product users. They're not just consumers, but they are also earning income. Now, the more distributors you have in your team, the faster your growth. Now, when you're looking at building distributors, Longrich will reward you in many other ways than just PVs, unlike the first part, because you earn what you call, you earn a percentage of their earnings. That's the first. They've earned. Longrich pays you a percentage of their earnings. So you're not just earning from the PVs, but you get a percentage of their earnings. And there's something called breakaway commissions from another kind of order. Longrich also pays you breakaway of their earnings, and this is fantastic. So you need to decide what reward you want. Do you want the reward that comes from you just building product users, or do you want the reward that comes from you building distributors? Now, building distributors is what we call team building. team building. So we need to take note of that this is what our business is about. If you want to get results, you need to know which you're going to do. Now, if you're going to build distributors, your growth is going to be exponential. It can't be geometric, because you are not just earning from the product sales, you are earning from their income. Everybody is growing fast, which means you will grow fast. In the first instance, the A, you are growing literally alone because you are focusing on getting product users. But in B, you are growing with people and you are growing fast. Let's look at the reward. If I decide to expand consumer base, if you decide that the way you're doing, so think about your business that you've been doing for existing members. You've been in this business. What activity have you been doing? Have your activities been towards expanding the consumer base, which means everybody registered in your team, they are mostly product users, nobody is earning an income yet, or people are earning income sparsely, like once in a while, or the activities, are they the ones that are increasing income earners? Now, when you know your activities, you can know the kind of income you get from Longrich. This is just in terms of income. So you're going to, if you're expanding consumer base, you're going to earn mostly active income. And this is limited because only when their products are bought by those people. And the only active income that we have in Longrich is based on placement, performance bonus, and development bonus. These are the active income. Active income here means that if you do not practically get involved in making sure that sale happens, you will not be paid. So you're basically building product users. Now, a lot of people call themselves business builders, but let me tell you the truth. Until you start earning a regular income, at least 2 times a month, you are not a business builder. You're still a, let me use that word. And until you start producing income earners, you are not building the business. So mostly active income here is, you're getting people to register. They're registering, but are they earning? If they are not earning, then you're stuck with just earning performance bonus and development bonus from the registrations that come in. But when it comes to the second one, which is where you are building income earners, you will earn leveraged income. Yes, the performance bonus will come, the development bonus will come on leverage this time, because you're not earning from just your activity, you're earning from their activity. But the leadership bonus is sweet. Now you have maintenance order bonus coming in, you have breakaway bonus coming in, you have super distribution. So we have these bonuses that actually allows you earn more, but you can only earn more when you build income earners. And I say this all the time. Once your focus is on just you growing, you're going to grow geometrically. But when your focus is on you and people in your team growing, you will grow exponentially. Now, when you're focusing just on recruiting product sellers, what you're doing is hard work. Your incentives could come, but oh my God, you're going to do like this to qualify for any incentive because you're doing all the work alone. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It is possible to do all the work alone, but how long would you do it for? That's the question I always ask. How long would you do it for? But if your focus is in increasing distributors, you're going to be doing smart work. The incentives will be coming back to back because you are also increasing the number of qualifiers in your team. So you need to also pay attention. Look at these rewards, determine the rewards you want, and then you will determine the actions that you will take to get these rewards. Now we're going to talk about incentives because that's the major thing we're talking about today. We have incentives. We have the incentives that are in the international compensation plan, and we have the incentives that are location-based. These are not international in the international compensation plan, so you may not be able to get it. Today, we are going to be focusing on the car promos, but I want us to also know that there are other incentives that come from the BVs and from team building and from rank progression. We have the VIP incentives, where every VIP member shares in 1% of the global sale relative to your team activity. So if you're not a VIP member, you're not getting these VIP share points. And if you're not getting these VIP share points, you're losing money to the company. Anyone who knows me and my compensation plan training, I always say do not lose even $1, 1 cent to the company. Do everything you can, because these VIP incentives, if you're not a VIP, you don't get to share, others are sharing in it. Now, and if you're not earning and you are a VIP, you also don't get to share in it. So why are you not going to do the activities that will help you earn so that you can have a share in the VIP incentive? The same thing with the rest of the incentives. We have the travel incentives where every member who is a Diamond 4. So if you're new here and you don't understand what Diamond 4 means, please go back to who referred you to this video and ask for the different ranks. We're not doing the basic trainings today. Travel incentives, Diamond 4 and above share, every Diamond 4 and above share in 1% of the global PV sales. PV is product value. I didn't say that at the beginning, but we are all distributors, so we should know. Car incentives, every Diamond 6 and above shares in 1%. Share in 1% again of the global PV sales. Then we have the house incentives where every Diamond 7 and above share, and then the Star Director incentives. These are all incentives that accumulate. You don't get these incentives if you're not building a team. I'm sorry. If you're a product seller, you're just basically focusing on simply expanding the consumer base without building a team, you may not get this. And that is why you need to start redirecting, channeling your mind. If you hear me correctly, I have been saying your focus should be on increasing income earners in your team. So what are the activities you need to do? That's what will give you these incentives. Now we have the location-based ones. Now this one is not applicable. Every location would have something different compared to the international one. So we have the trip promos. Some countries are running different trip promos, but what generally the company says is this. Now, let me put it in a marketing perspective. You are a marketer for a company. I don't want to call any company in particular, but this company maybe does something like beverages. You're a marketer for a beverage company. And this company says, if your normal target is 5 million Naira sales. I'm using Naira because you're in Nigeria. Your normal sales is 5 million Naira sales. But if within this period, maybe say within a month or 2 months, you are able to sell 20 million Naira, 30 million Naira, I will give you something extra. I see a lot of companies do it. I'll give you a trip, I'll give you a car, some even corporate companies call it profit sharing. So they have been able to meet their targets for the year. They've done better than they made their target. They'll share more profit. So these are the location-based promos that are not in the compensation plan, and they are, I call it target-based promos. So you tell yourself, okay, the company is free. They tell me, do this and get this. But this time, the company is saying, if I could do this in this period, Longrich doesn't give us targets. This is the only time Longrich gives a target, and it's not compulsory. If you could do this in this period, you will get this. But it doesn't stop you from getting every other benefit you have been getting. So they'll give you, that's why it is called a promo. It is not an incentive embedded in the compensation plan, it's a promo. So you see something like a trip promo, it comes, it goes to different trips, different locations. We have the car fund promos, also currently running across the different locations. We have other promos like upgrade promos, sponsorship promos, so many promos the company dishes out every time. I need you all to always pay attention to these promos, because I always say this, why get a little when I can get all? Why just settle for the weekly income when I can get the trips, the cars, by doing the same thing I am doing, but amplifying it? So I'm doing something that is giving me weekly income. If I do a little more than I'm currently doing, I can get the trips in addition. I can get the car funds in addition. So why don't I go for it? This is where it's important. So I'm going to be sharing with us some tips for just a few ideas on how to qualify for the trips and the car fund promos. Now, I know that we have a lot of people from different parts of the world watching this, and this is why I didn't pick any particular country to break this down. So I'm just going to go on, and then you can apply it to wherever you are, because our compensation plan is the same globally. Now, there are two two strategies I've always recommended. Always recommended. If you want to qualify for a trip or a car, you could either build product users, which is like saying you're expanding the consumer base, or follow what I call the 3x3 table. With the 3x3 table, you're literally saying, oh yeah, okay, we are following the Longrich placement 3x3 structure. 3 people in our team this month. I introduced 3 people this month. I work with those 3 to introduce their 3 the following month, who work with the 3 to introduce their 3 the following month, and we grow that way. Now, we break down this based on the PV requirements and we grow together. Okay, so I'll take the first one, expanding, building product users. Now, in this particular example, you have decided to generate the PVs required for the qualification all by yourself, focusing on expanding the consumer base of Longrich products. So you've decided that you do it all by yourself. So is it possible? Yes, but like I said, it is hard work. So how can you achieve this? Here are some tips. Choose a comfortable PV per individual. Now, I would say that one quick way to achieve this is when you know that you do have an existing network that you can leverage on from their purchases to get you this, or you can quickly build an existing network of product users. And it's possible to quickly build an existing network of product users through massive adverts, or like as the Charles would say, through disrupting the status quo. So you disrupt. You go all out, you share the products, you talk about the products, you know you can do this. No, so you choose a comfortable PV target. Now, let me say, I'll give you an example. You have 10 weeks and you have 30,000 PVs to give you a certain trip in 10 weeks. Okay, you have to generate 30,000 group PVs to give you a trip within 10 weeks. Now, what I would say is you're going to divide these 30,000 PVs over, let's say you want to choose 30 people. You can say 1,000 PVs per person. I'm just saying that's 30 people. Or you can say 500 PVs per person. That's 60 people. Or you can say 240 PV, 250 PV per person. That is 120 people. So in 10 weeks, you need to get 120 people to buy 240 PV worth of products each. I'll take it again. I need to generate 30,000 PVs. I can decide that, and I have 10 weeks. So I need to see, I don't believe in getting anything without planning. You must start with the plan. If you don't plan, you do not, he who fails to plan plans to fail. And that is very truthful. So you decide, okay, what am I going to do? I want to qualify for this trip promo. What is one way to qualify? Plan from the day the promo has been announced. 30,000 PVs, what is the best way to do? If you want to go all out to get this by yourself, my suggestion is divide it by number of people. Don't be afraid to put that 500 PV per person, but you can go on and say 100 PV per person. Let's work 100 PVs per person. That means you're going to be looking for 300 people. Yeah. So in 10 weeks, you need to get 300 people to buy 100 PVs worth of products each. Is it possible? It is possible. Once you've known that, you can say, okay, I need 300 people. Now, I need, 300 people. How many people will I need per week? Or what are the PVs they can buy? So divide the number of PVs required, by your PV target to know the number of people you'll need, which is what we are now. I've chosen 100 PVs. Now I need 300 people, but I think 100 PVs is a lot, but I'll leave it at that. Now, you start making a list. This is what I would recommend. I held a seminar yesterday, physical seminar yesterday, and what I realized was that you can get anything, you can make any sale you want if you speak to the needs of the people. Our products, we have 2 different needs that we solve. We have the needs that our product solves. We have the needs that our business solves. Now, you don't come to people and say, come and join Longrich. No, you tell them that you have a solution to their needs. Let's say you're marketing on social media and you have the pie cup, which is one of the very common product, the Alpine cup, which we know very well solves the problem of ulcer. I can tell you that many people know that that this ulcer issue is real. You can decide to say, for this week, I'm going to make a list of 5 people I know who have ulcer. 10 people I know who have ulcer. You will reach out to them and let them know. Now, if you don't even know anyone who has ulcer and you have prospects, you can say, do you know anyone who has ulcer? We have a product that can take care of ulcer. This is so and so person's story, or this is my story on this product. You speak to the need and you get the product. Now, you can also speak to the need of the trip. There are people who love traveling and they love having their trips paid for. I am one of those people. One of the things that also sold me was a trip. So you can also speak to the need of someone. Say, do you feel like a vacation? Do you need a vacation? How about you partner with us? These are the things you could do, and you can get a free vacation. You speak to the need of the people. So, but here we're talking about product users. So you make a list of the people that you know. So make a list of the problems your products can solve. Now, when I say problems the products can solve, it doesn't have to be negative problems. I use ulcer as an example. That is a negative problem. Now, the pie cup increases. In fact, the pie cup, like someone will say, if you use the pie cup, you will be forever young. That is a need people have. It's not a negative problem. So you can actually project the pie cup and sell it for people who want to live healthy, who wants to live ageless. That is where you bring the product. Forever young, skincare, glowing skin, whatever need they have. Doesn't mean that they have any skin issue, but they want to prevent having any skin issue. So make a list and reach out. You can do things like products of the week. You can take a whole week and say, this week, I have 10 weeks. So I'm going to choose 10 products that I'm going to be talking about marketing to my list of people. First week, pie cup. Second week, sanitary napkins. Third week, one of the supplements, maybe cordyceps. Fourth week, energy pots. You break them down. Now, throughout that week, you share the benefits, you share the features, you share testimonials, you speak to people's needs, and you can achieve this. Make sacrifices if need be. Sacrifices could be things like, okay, this woman is living in Lagos and I need to waive this product in Lagos and I'm here in Abuja. I will pay for the way bill because I know that when I place that purchase well, I will get a benefit. So you are literally selling. Now you can give them a code in the process of buying. But the idea is that you're trying to expand the consumer base. And then you can also go back to the people who have bought from you before and also actively introduce other options. So follow up is key. Existing members, someone who buys in the first week of the promo can buy again in the fourth week of the promo, can buy again in the 10th week of the promo. You can do this. Now, you may not need to start with the 300 people, but you can actually start with, oh, I'm already talking so much, I'll soon round up. You can actually start with like 100 people that you know, and then you ask for referrals from the 100. When you're asking for testimonials, you ask for referrals and you will get your 300. I hope this is clear. I'm going to move on to the next one. Now, I couldn't put up the whole 3x3 table because I don't want to invest it, and we don't have a lot of time to explain it. But I want to explain to you how this works. We can only have a maximum of 3 people directly placed under us. That's how the placement structure works in Longrich. So the idea is, and I've said this all the time, you can actually build this business and in 12 months, you can make huge money if you follow the 3x3 structure, keeping it stupid simple. What do I mean by this? In the first month, I've signed up and I introduced 3 people who will buy Longrich products at the basic minimum of 60 PV Q Silver entry level. These people have joined my team. They are also ready to grow the business. They become the first person now for themselves. Now I will teach them. I will help them also introduce 3 people each. So because I'm more experienced, I could tell them, each of you give me 10 people to speak with. They do. There's no way in that entire month they cannot give me a list of 50 people, and I will not sign up more than 3 people for them from that list of 50. I do the same for all 3 of them. I teach them how to do it. By the 3rd month, they are doing the same for their people, because they've watched me speak to 50 people and they've seen how I've talked to 50 people, and they could try the same while I am still guiding them. You can see the right, 3 times 60 is 180. The second week, we have 9 people. 9 times 60 is 540. I don't know if you're following me, right? 9 times 60, yeah. 9 times 60, yeah, 540. The 3rd week, 27 people have joined us. Sorry, the 3rd week or month. You can do this weekly, you can do this monthly. But the 3rd week or the 3rd month, 27 people have joined the team, and that's 1620 PVs. Now, if I had a 10-week target, and we are able to expand our wings, let's even say we do a 2-weekly thing. By the 5th week, I'm already at 14,580. By the 6th week, I'm at 43,000. What was my target again? 30,000. So in 6 weeks, I could. Because if you add this up, add this 14 plus 4 plus 1, this is already 20,000 PVs. So if I even did 10 weeks, and every 2 weeks, we're not doing every month, we're doing every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, our 3 is complete. Every 2 weeks, our 3 is complete. By week 10, which is basically the end of the promo, I've gotten about 20,000 PVs. And if my company has done things like double PVs and all of that, or some of the 60 PV people have upgraded, I could qualify. Have you seen how this is leveraged now? The other one, I had to look for all the people myself. But here, I am working with their own network. I'm showing their own network how to build this business, how to earn an income, and we are doing it together. I hope this is clear. So with this, you can look at, these are just the monthly PV, so you can add them up, and you can tell yourself that, okay, I have 12 months to qualify for a car, and the requirements for the car fund is 100,000 PVs. Do it monthly, and in 7 months, you have qualified for your car. Just doing this monthly, everybody understands that before, at the end of the month, we just need to introduce 3 people at 60 PV. Every single person joining the team understands that. You work with them as much as you can. Organize group meetings, do as much as you can, and you will grow. Now, let me round up with giving some more tips that I had written down. The first I would say is study to understand the requirements. Check your dates. It is very important to check the dates, check the requirements, check the type of order. It's very important. As the China is going to talk about that when it comes to the entire requirements and what we need to do to qualify. Set clear and specific targets based on your chosen strategies. Forget the typo error. What are your chosen strategies? Are you going the product user way? Are you going the business builder way? Set a target, and please work with your targets. Don't jump. Oh, I'm doing product user. Oh, no. Let's do business builder. Oh, no. Let's do product user. Don't be confused, because if you're confused, you will not qualify. Be clear, be specific, break it down, plan it with your leader, and see how you can go. Use your strength to achieve your goals. I keep saying this. We are all skilled differently. My skill is education. So when I'm going to be teaching people, when I'm going to be inviting prospects, I will sell my skill to my prospects. What is your skill? If you are an entertainer, create skits, create videos, and you can use that to sell your business. Eliminate all forms of assumptions and excuses. Look, your excuses are very valid, very, very valid. And you're right. That is the reason you're not able to qualify, you're very right. But you're also wrong, because you can do it if you eliminate those assumptions. Also, be fully in or fully out. Don't waste your time. From the day the promo was announced, tell yourself, I could do this, and be all in. Being all in means you cannot open doors to any negative reason for you not to qualify. You are going to be in, doing your plan, setting up your plan, and going on to you qualify. Understand the importance of VIP membership. Understand the importance of it. A lot of us do not know that our business starts at VIP. And until you become a VIP, you are not in the business. Don't call yourself a distributor. Longrich business starts at VIP. That Longrich says, okay, there's platinum, there's gold, there's this. That's just to lead you in. If you notice, at what point does Diamond 3 start? When you get 2 VIPs, because it's assumed that you can just sign up 2 VIPs and you hit Diamond 3. Understand the importance of upgrading yourself. Upgrading yourself and stop losing money. Because when you lose money to the company and you get discouraged. So it's very important as well. Understand the types of orders and when to use these orders. Most promos will tell you that all orders count. You go to, for example, you're going to a retail outlet. This retail outlet is not ready to build a business. Why would you go and do a VIP for a retail outlet when you can help the retail outlet earn income and come back? You have product users who are already maybe in gold or in Q-Silver or in silver. Do you know that helping your product user earn through retail order can actually make that product user pay attention? Because they don't have downlines yet, but they are buying all the time. They are buying. They'll buy tomorrow. I have product users who buy 60, 80, 100 PVs at once. Imagine that they just keep buying these things and they are not earning. They will be discouraged. They can walk into a supermarket and they'll buy tomorrow. Because what's the point them buying when they're not getting? So understand the types of orders and when to use each order for each customer. Understand the place of maintenance order in your team. A lot of us still do not understand that. In as much as, in fact, let me tell you all of this. If Longrich makes maintenance orders compulsory, most of the other parts of our compensation plan will be taken down because the money is in maintenance order bonus. If everyone starts doing maintenance order, I can guarantee you that Longrich will say, hold on. Let's not, no. We are going to reduce the commissions. The maintenance order is the only commission that can pay you as much as $1 million in a cycle. That is the only bonus in Longrich that can pay you as much as $1 million in a cycle. The performance bonus has a cap. Development bonus has a cap. Leadership bonus has conditions and caps. Maintenance order bonus is the only one that is unlimited. And guess what? These PVs, the way these maintenance order PVs throw up your ranks, throw up your cumulative PVs that give you ranks, advancements, and enable you to get other incentives is important. Create a culture. You start the culture in your team. Ensure you do your 30 PV every cycle. And it adds up to the trip qualifications. It adds up to the car qualifications. Let me give you an example. You have 100 team members. And these 100 team members do 30 PV every cycle. We have 10 weeks, which is 3 cycles to qualify for a trip. 30 PV times 100 per cycle is 3,000. So in 2 cycles or in 3 cycles, you have how much? 9,000 PVs. That's just 30 PV, 9,000 PVs. So can you imagine that if you follow the 3x3 table and those people were also doing their 30 PVs every cycle, you will qualify by the 4th week. Understand the importance of 30 PVs in your business. Use third-party tools and automation. Third-party tools, quite important. Do not wear yourself out. This is the era of smart work. So don't wear yourself out, use third-party tools. Always be ready to close the sale. Do you have your forms? Do you have the account number? Don't be coming to the chat room. Urgent, I need soft copy registration form. Or urgent, how much is cordyceps? Have your price list. Have everything handy. Now, if someone says, okay, I want more information, can you send me any video, any testimony on this product? I really want this product. You now come to chat room. Hey, please, someone help me. Hot seat. Any testimony on bike up? Are you kidding me? But when those testimonies are being shared on your chat room, you're not saving them. You're not starring them. You need to get to a point where you can just send somebody's testimony and the person says, I'm buying this product now. Have videos for prospecting. We have a lot of videos done by different leaders. Share them to the people instead of having to be the only one talking to 20 people in a day. You will wear yourself out. This is not the era of hard work. Always ready to close the sale. I've talked about this. For product users, you need to create an automated follow-up system for continuous usage. Create a system where you know that, okay, this person bought this bamboo soap, and ideally it should finish in 2 months. You need to be ready to go back in 2 weeks before it finishes. Because when that bamboo soap finishes, the person will walk into a supermarket, see the bamboo soap and buy. They will remember. You now call them, I didn't even know where I kept your number. I bought from a supermarket the other day. Create a follow-up system. Encourage family duplication as well for business builders is very important. Identify and separate business builders from product users and sellers. Never mix these people up. Some of us invest resources in training people who joined our teams as product users and sellers. You train them to build the business. They will not. And then you say, I've been talking, I've been training my team. They are not ready. Ask, what do you want? When someone joins your team, ask them, are you joining to build the business? This is what it takes to build the business. Or are you joining to use the products and sell, buy and sell? These are different people in your team. Identify, separate them, and work with each of them according to their goals and their vision. I've talked about referrals. Always remember to ask for referrals. Believe first. I said this at the beginning. A car promo is announced, a trip promo is announced. Believe you can qualify. Don't say it is for this set of people or it is for that set of people. It's not true. It is for everybody. Believe first. See the big picture, but take it one step at a time. The big picture is that I'm going to qualify. I'm going to get 30,000 PVs at the end of this 10 weeks for the trip. What am I going to do? Every week, I am going to take the step, do this, and I will get there. Finally, for those who have been in Longrich for over a year or were in Longrich during the last car fund promo, I want you to carry out this your self-evaluation. Be very honest with yourself. And if possible, sit with your sponsor and do this. Why do you think that you did not qualify for the last car fund promo? This is for those who did not qualify. They were in the business during the last car fund promo, but they did not qualify. And I would have asked you to drop it here, but no, write it on a piece of paper. Take your time and think deep. Why do you think you did not qualify? Can those reasons stop you this time from qualifying? If they can, you need to know what you will do differently to ensure these things do not stop you. You need to know what to do differently to ensure these things do not stop you. Otherwise, if you want to continue doing the same thing to get a different result, you are simply kidding yourself. You must know why you did not get it the last time. You must know. Don't say, I don't know, I tried. No way. You must have done something wrong. People qualified. So what were those things that stopped you? Be very honest and transparent with yourself. And then ask yourself, are these things, these reasons still existent? Can they stop me again? And if they can, then you need to start planning what to do to ensure they don't stop you. You can't do those reasons. They say, cut the tree on the roots. If you don't want it to stop growing, don't cut on the stem, uproot it. So uproot the obstacle so that you can get your result. Thank you very much for all listening. I hope I have given you value tonight and I did not overstress. I hope you've gotten value tonight. Thank you so much for listening. I would have gone on and on as usual, but we're working with time here. Sorry, Mr. Charles. I hope I didn't take much longer. I forgot to ask you what time I had. I just went on. Thank you.
We're coming back. We're coming back. We're going to do a section on retail and maintenance order. Very key. A lot of people ask lots of questions on that. And so please, when I call on you, double back.
No problem.
Thank you. No problem. Thank you. Who is busting brain here? The doc himself has done it again. I hope you got value with what you just heard. So much value right here. If you are just joining us, you want to go back and watch a replay of this video, is very important. What made you not to qualify? Oh, deep question. No. Ask yourself. If you complain, you're your own problem. You know, I say it as it is, guys. Are you competing with those who already qualified, or are you putting blame on them? Look, people are successful already. You are blaming them. You better go and become successful. Thank you very much, Doc. Thank you very much for sharing these nuggets with us. Doc has a class on composition plan, understanding this. You want to enroll in that class, make sure you contact her and see how you can get deep knowledge about the composition plan. So she has a class on that, a paid class, so you can contact her to do that. Now we have another game changer, the leader of the Pacesetter Club. I don't know if you know this leader. She's doing it as it ought. Look, I use that word, as it ought. She's just dropping it, you know. And so I'm super excited to have her in this section. She recently shared an Excel sheet on how you can track your car qualification. So she's going to tell you, share with us what requirements you, especially those of us in Nigeria. In other countries, you have your promos, but you can use this technique to grow your business. So we have people from different countries here. Just pick this techniques, pick the tips, and start building your business. So she's going to share with us the requirement for the promo. She's going to talk about the promo this time. Then the Excel sheet and other things she has for us today, because the kind of money this woman don't pack for car. Oh God, you need to pay attention. No? Pay attention, guys. The boss lady, are you there?
Oh yes, I'm here, Charles. I'm here.
The kind of money where you don't pack. You can tell us today. Oh, yeah. Share it.
Okay, hi everyone. Good morning, partners. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's my great delight to be here with you all. I'm very excited. First of all, did you just hear that past 1 hour? And I didn't see enough fire emojis. Please, can you just drop more for Dr. ID? This lady is someone I respect so much in this profession. She's an intellectually engaging individual and personality, and she's added a lot of value to our industry. I celebrate you, Dr. I call her Prof. Professor SDID. Thank you. I got so much value. I don't know about you guys, but I sat back here and I got a lot of value. And thank you, Charles Tambo. SD Charles, you are doing phenomenally well for putting this together. And you have not just once, but one too many times, you have been able to bring the energy together and create a lot of synergy within the system, and is yielding positive results. I celebrate you and thank you for having me. And to everyone who is on this call, I see all the love. I see everybody from different countries. I see people from Kenya, different places. I saw all of that when we started. I thank you all for joining. I believe that within this, I will try to make it short. Please, Charles Sambo, how much time do I have? I can't hear you.
Just give it to us. Give it to us. We need it. We need the details, please.
Okay, so I do believe that within a few minutes we'll be sharing together. It's actually a knowledge sharing session for me because everything that needs to be said has been said on this platform. I think when they hear. As far as this platform is concerned, there's nothing new for anybody to hear. There's nothing new for anybody to say, okay, for those who go, tell me the secret. There's absolutely no secret. Everything is bare under the sun. The only question is implementation. Have you implemented them? So a lot of the things I'm going to be sharing are things that you already know. I might just be refreshing your mind. Tonight I'll be speaking to the promo itself. The promo itself, Dr. Heidi has done very well. She has actually alluded to many of the points that I have here that I wanted to share. But maybe I'll be sharing them in different phrase, but do know that I'll be speaking specifically to somebody here on this call who was like me 6 years ago when I joined this business as a busy executive, a banker precisely, and I was confused. I wanted it, and I came for everything, all right? So I'm trying to share a bit of my story for those of us who don't know me. This is a bit of me. I'm that lady who I joined this business 6 years ago while I was a banker, and I'd done about 10 years, getting on 10 years on the job at the time I joined the business. And I did a total of 13 years plus in the banking industry, including my youth service days I spent in the bank. So everything I knew was about banking. I didn't know how to sell any other thing except the bank's products and services. And I had three major issues. Were there three major issues that I didn't like? Three major problems that drove me into seeking this, embracing this platform. And the first one was the most basic, which was the need for an alternative income stream, which is most times, I think the majority of people who are on this call also embrace this because they needed an extra income. Yes, I was that one. I needed an extra income. Number two, I didn't like, all right, the fact that, you know, I needed to travel. I love vacation. I love to travel. I needed to change my car, and I would have to depend on, you know, having to either save or to get a bank loan. Yes, it was accessible, but it wasn't free. So very early, I recognized that there's no free money, or that is when the bank says, come and take loan, there's no free loan, you get. So when they say, come and take loan, you're only buying into your future now, and then you're gonna still have to pay it back, but with interest. So it's really not free. So I recognized that, and I knew I was doing myself more harm than good, but I didn't have a choice because I needed these basic, you know, things to be able to maintain the lifestyle that I had found myself as a corporate executive. All right, so that was the second thing. So I needed to have all of those things without having to have a crunch on my cash flow, my personal cash flow. And then number three, I actually didn't like the fact that a lot of people, okay, let me put it this way, a lot of my friends lost their job. The volatility in the industry, not their fault actually, is the economy we find ourselves. The uncertainty in the industry was very overwhelming. And so I had to sit back and ask myself, so hey, how long do you want to do this? And you're always busy, no time freedom for your growing family. I have children. I had 2 children at the time I joined this business. I was actually a nursing mother. And I asked, how long will I have to do this, live in this rat race? And I came up with only one solution. I needed to have a cushion. And that was what basically drove me into embracing this platform, thanks to my upline, I call her my 4SD, Infon Obon Cornell. And so in my first year of this business, it was the most critical for me. So tonight, I'll be sharing from my personal experiences I'll be sharing tips and a bit of my experiences on how I qualified for these incentives. I love this topic so much. And as soon as Charles said, can we talk about this? I jumped on it. I said, please bring me on board, bring me on. Because everyone who is on this call wants to succeed on this platform. And these are some of the things that you call tangible results that a lot of us want. I do not know anyone who is on this business who they will give car qualification, the person say, I don't want. No, everyone wants all of those things, the car promo, the trip promo, all the incentives, every money on the table, everyone wants it. And that is one of the whys why I think, you know, you need to think about qualifying for these incentives. So I know the topic says understanding how to qualify, but first to start out, I would like to first address why you need to even qualify. Why do you need to think about qualifying for the incentives? Because I've come to understand many people have not discovered their why. That is why they lack the motivation, the drive to be able to actualize the how. So if we're able to explain, if you help you get to the point where you get to that realization of what your why is, maybe, just maybe, you will be able to crush all the obstacles, all the hitches, because trust me, there will be obstacles, right? We all know that. So back to my story, that was how I got on the business. So that first year was quite critical for me because I was pressured. I was under pressure to work my, I didn't do a 9 to 5. I did a 7 to whenever. So to work my 7 to whenever job, to take care of my family, to achieve success. Don't forget I had a why, and I actually started this business with the end in mind. I started it with the end in mind. So I was quite pressured, and truth be told, I had the motivation to go out to do everything because my why was strong enough. And so in my first year, I beat all the odds, and I was able to get my first trip within my first year, and as well as my first car within my first year of qualifying for the trip. My first trip was USA, and my first car, of course, the Hyundai Elantra car. And from then till now, how many cars have I gotten? 13 cars in the family, 13 cars within the family in the 6 years. And as Charles Tambo was trying to point out, last 2019 car fund promo, my family was able to qualify for a total, we averaged out 63.5 million in car fund alone, and that's aside the trip. In the same month, we also averaged out 10 point something million on trips, or 12 million on trip. So it was a total of about 70 something million. This is something that my job couldn't have given to me. And I want to owe the successes so far because I'm not there yet. I haven't even scratched the surface yet. But I need to owe, apart from God, and of course the support, the flexibility of the system, I like to point a little part of my success to that first qualification I had. Yeah, I will explain what I mean. At the start out of the trip promo, all right, the car promo, as a matter of fact, I went to my upline. Okay, let me state here that I'm a good student. I actually like taking instructions. I follow instructions to the letter. So when you say A, B, C, I do A, B, C, and I do it with all my heart. And I knew I had to trust the person who brought me into this business. And at that point, she was the person I went to for everything. I'll still talk about that a little more on how that helped me in my trip when I get to talk about the breakdown of how to qualify for the trip. But the strategy my upline gave me was this. We were talking about it, and she said, Chine, you know what you need to do? Qualify for the trip for you to qualify for the car. And immediately, I'm very analytical. It made sense to me because this trip promo was 3 months, 35,000 PV, and I needed to do that within 3 months. So I told myself, okay, so if I'm able to stress myself, train myself, or push myself to qualifying for this, that means I have done a quarter of the car, not a quarter, close to half. At that time, it was 80,000 PV, close to half in just 3 months. And for me, that was jump, how high. That was the how high for me. And I ran with it, all right? And that was very significant for me because in qualifying for that, I was able to have my story built and written within a shorter space of time. And that takes me to why do we need to qualify for the trip? All right, why do we need to qualify for these incentives? So thank you, I see you, thank you. So the first of all is obviously success attracts. Charles Tambo always says that success attracts, and if you want to put that in perspective, I don't think I need to explain that much. But if you take that down, know that you need to be successful to attract more success, and that will serve as what? A foundation for you to build more successes on top of it if you know how to use it well, if you use it well. Because there are people who just, I call that accidental success. People who didn't just work deliberately towards it and it just fell on them. I don't know how many people car promo will fall on you, but maybe trip promo or something. And they don't use it as a tool to tell their story and to sell their business opportunity, so nothing happens. But if you're able to use it as a tool, trust me, to give your business a facelift. Number two, it gives you confidence and it helps you build momentum. Trust me, momentum is everything in our business. You need to build momentum and you need to sustain that momentum. All right. So it helps you with the confidence and the momentum. And then I've already said this, it helps you to tell your story. I've said this already. And most importantly is that it helps you to maximize the benefits that is embedded in our compensation plan. Now, I think Dr. Ivy put it this way: why would you take a little when you can have it all? And the way I had it written here is maximizing the benefits of our compensation plan. I mean, taking all of the money on the table doesn't hurt. The same PV that helps you to get your weekly bonuses. And may I at this point emphasize, in case I didn't state it and you begin to think the car, the trip, and the incentives are the only success that you get to achieve here. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. Your weekly bonuses, they are success stories. Please own it and use it very well, all right? But what I'm trying to say is this: if you can have the weekly bonus, you can as well have what comes. I mean, those things are icing on the cake. You can as well have it all. So that's part of why you need to strive towards getting all of this, all right? So back to my story, we all know the end of my story, that in 2019, I finally sacked my boss and I focused fully, finally achieving all of my why that ab initio made me go into this business opportunity. Today, I'm living my dreams. Like I said, I'm not there yet, but the success keeps building up and we are going places, being able to duplicate successes within the team, because sharing in the network marketing, just as Dr. Ivy had said, in network marketing, duplication, building and helping others indeed is the true success, definition of success. So in the Pacesetters Club, which I run, in case I didn't introduce myself, I run the Pacesetters Club, and my name is Chineye James Effiong. I don't know if I said that, and I'm a 3-star director on the Longrich platform. But hey, what I'm saying here is this: we've been able to build duplicating a lot of those successes within the team, which is everything in this business. And so tonight, to start my discussion, having told you why you even need to qualify, I believe somebody is relating now. I want you to open your mind as I go into how, the how. I will still get to the Excel sheet. Is part of what we will just, look at and help us understand. I understand from Charles Tambo that people ask a lot of questions in the groups. And yes, I noticed that. So we get to know, how the features and, how to use the checker to help you know your target and therefore work towards it. All right. So this is the first thing I want to say in starting. Quite frankly, there is no easy way. There's no easy route to qualifying for, in fact, for anything worthwhile in life. So I wouldn't just peg it on the Longrich incentive. And Longrich incentive isn't different. There is no way you're going to stay in your house and car promo will come and knock and meet you at home. So let's disabuse our mind of that. I've seen that we've maxed out. We have 500 links. It's a topic many people want to hear. So in case you're coming here to hear that secret, that you just stay and then you qualify, you just made a mistake. So there's no easy route. Yeah. But there are simple steps, all right? There are a few simple steps you can follow, of which other people have followed, and they have been able to achieve successes. And if you follow, you too will achieve your own success. And I'll be talking about 3 of those, key steps that helped me, and then I'll be sharing them with you. Number 1 is believe you can qualify. Everything begins and ends from here. First of all, I heard Dr. Ivy talk about it. The mindset is one thing that we need to address in this industry. The mindset, many people have the mindset that they love it, they want it, but they are not willing to do what it takes to achieve it. And they have the mindset that this success is for a certain set of people, is for them. That's why I love what happened in the USK promo, I think, and the CAP promo, where you saw that a lot of leaders' faces were not on the CAP. Yes, I was very proud to share my team qualification list, with the public, just to make a statement that anybody who truly wants to can achieve it. So you need to tell yourself this evening, if you're on this call, and I want, please work, just like I just said, please help me work. I love, you guys know I like vibes. Please, I want to hear you. I want to see you. I can't see you, so I'm only reading you. So please, I want you to drop and tell yourself that I can do it. Because you know what? Psychologically, when you tell yourself, I can, there is something your brain releases. And it begins to do what? To create ideas for you on how you can achieve those things. When you tell yourself, I can do this, your brain goes into work. You send your brain into action. And if you think about it, you realize it's true. Yeah, think about something you told yourself, you've been saying I can't. Your brain is shut because nothing grows on ice. Nothing, absolutely nothing grows on ice. So you need to give the environment in your mind, the enabling environment to sprout out ideas. And that only happens when you believe. So believing is one thing I cannot even overemphasize. And so in believing, what do you need to do? Visualize it. I have someone in my team, she hadn't qualified for a car in a few years after she joined the business. I was so happy to share her success story. And I mentioned it there that at the start out of the promo, she said, she wrote it in public, she proclaimed herself, all right? And I already have that, proclaim yourself. What that does for you, let me just quickly jump to that, is that you set yourself up for success. Because you've said it in public, you said it where everyone has seen it, and you have to work towards. So she proclaimed herself, she affirmed, positive affirmation, that's the third thing. So visualize, proclaim, and affirm. Those are the three key things. There are a lot of other things that I could share, but three key things that you need to know about the mindset, believing that you can achieve these incentives and these promos. And thank God this is coming very timely at the time where this promo is just starting out. And we're just about 3 weeks or 4 weeks, I don't know, into these promos. So you are in time to sit back and do these things if you haven't done it so far. And then the second one, we've talked about believing. And the second thing is know your numbers. Know your numbers. So, like I was telling us with my story, in that first, I believed I could do it. I said, Chineye, you know you have to do this. So what was the next thing? Thankfully, I come from a target-driven environment, the background, where we work with figures. We don't speak English, we speak figures. We speak to figures, we speak to numbers, we speak to volumes. And so it wasn't hard for me to sit and say, okay, what are my numbers? What are my numbers? And that takes me to sharing with us three important things everybody on this call needs to sit back and do. Everyone who wants to achieve anything in life needs to sit and do that. Know, number one, where are you currently? Number two is know where you want to be. And number three is have a strategy to get there. Know how you will get there. So in knowing your numbers, you are addressing these two. Know where you are currently and where you want to be. So that comes with bringing out the promo details. What are the dates? What are the timelines? How many PVs is your cumulative PV as at now? And how many PVs do you need to have at the end of the promo? You bring it down, and then you begin to chunk it down into smaller targets. Dr. Ivy had explained all of those ones, but chunk it down, give yourself a weekly target, a daily target, a monthly target, and try to work on it. So I'll share with us what I did. When I found out my figures, I put it on an Excel spreadsheet and I shared it with my upline. And I said to her, I know you haven't asked me for this, but this is my target. This is what I need to do weekly. And guess what? Every end of the week, I'll send her a report on what I did the previous week and what is my gap and what is my run rate for this current week. Are we together? What is my actual, what is my gap, and what is my run rate for the current week? What did that help me to do? I was able to track my performance. And that is one thing that, putting down your goals down will help you do. You will be able to track your performance. It helps you to set your goals. It helps you to identify the gaps, and it helps you to keep track of your progress. All right. So if you haven't done that, it's a good time to sit back and do that. And now that takes us to the checker. And this checker is one thing that is going to help you address that particular thing. Where are you currently? And what is your target? What are you? I love that. I'm loving this night the more. Great. Thank you for that. So I'll quickly share my slide. I'll quickly share my screen rather to where we'll get to talk about the features of the under. Please do open up the Excel workbook if you have it with you. So we quickly talk about it before we talk about tips. So before we talk about tips and strategies and activities to engage, and then we'll be calling it a night from my end. Are we still here? Please talk back. Are you getting value? Please do talk back. So if we can see my screen, can I know that? Let me read the charts. Can everyone see my screen? Okay, all right, I got that, yes. Okay, so we quickly look at the features of the checker. First of all, what will it do for you? So basically, this is just a tool to help you know where you are, all right? It helps you know your targets in all the categories, all right? It's actually very simple to build, but that's not what I'm going into. If you want to learn how to build checkers and all those things, please go and register in Dr. IB's compensation plan class. This is just for you to use and know, and it's not that deep. So just know the features and what you need to put in to get the output that you require. All right, so number two, it also helps you to know the actual you have achieved so far. All right, so what are the features? The first thing you see there is you, and then your first, second, and third leg. So when you go to your back office, you go to membership. For those who don't know how to navigate their back office, go to your back office, go to membership. At least you will see your code under organizational structure. You'll see your name and then your three legs. You can just use the name. You mustn't put the code. You can use the name just so you can match each week, each person against the correct week, because sometimes it can be very confusing and mix up, and you get to have a wrong output, a wrong result, a wrong target, and that spoils the whole idea for you. And the other thing I would like to say at this point is, please do not tamper with the formula. It is just a formula that helps you to calculate it. So when you tamper with, this is the formula here, when you delete it, I didn't screenshot it because everyone needs to impute on it. So I cannot pin the formula. So, but you need to be careful not to remove this, else everything changes. All right. And if you mistakenly do that, just do undo. All right. I think everyone knows that. So put in that and then go to performance of placement network. That is the exact menu directly on top of organizational structure under membership in the back office. Someone is drawing on our screen.
Yes, just stop sharing and share the screen again because of this drawing. I don't know who the person is.
All right, thank you. Okay, so, okay, there you go. So that is the only place you need to go to impute this particular, you can see my, these two places, 2020-26 and 2021-26. Why? That is the week, 2020-26, 27 actually is the week the promo started the previous year in 2020. So you have to go a step backwards. I won't be able to have the time to go into that, but just put in your figure for 2020-26, all right? And where exactly do you get those figures? Placement, retail, and repeat order. That is the exact column right before the arrow. You have to scroll down to the end. And when you get that, put yours and put your 3 legs. And go back to 2021-26, put yours and put your 3 legs. And this will automatically populate, all right? So you're not fixing in anything else here. You're only fixing in this. That is why I said this is really very easy to use. And it will automatically show you your target for 5 million, for 7.5 million, for 15 million, for 49.5, for 25 million, for 50 million, for star directors, all right? So let me quickly do a demonstration so you can see. If I change this to 10,000 and then change this to 35,000, that is assuming this is where you were. And have you seen the actual PV has automatically populated? So it gives you your new target for 5 million, for 7.5, 50 million, 25, 50 million. And if you want to know your actual, now let us know, the double PV promo hasn't been incorporated into this because the promo had just started when this checker was worked. So you just put in your figure. The promo started in week 29, so you put in your figure for week 28 here, and it gives you, and put in your current week, and it gives you your actual PV. The tip I can give you to manually add your double PV promo is, the week the double PV promo started. So just go to that week, add the information you got there back to whatever figure that you got here, meaning that you've doubled that particular week for yourself. But however, I will still update the double PV portion and reshare, all right? But that is basically the features of this checker, and it just does these two things, shows you your actual PV and then shows you your targets. Great. So these are just assumptions here. The promo start date, the promo end date, and the footnotes. It just helps you to check your car categories. So at this point, I want you to ask question on the checker if you have. Please ask your question on the checker if you have, while I go continue into the strategies and the tips that I have to share with us as regards the car promo qualification. Okay, Boss Charles, I think someone is raising their hands up. Or do they ask the question at the end of the end of the training? You're muted. Your mic is muted, sir.
Okay, sorry. I think it's good for them to ask it at the end of the training.
Amazing, amazing. All right, guys. So now the top thing, I told us at the beginning that there are 3 things that you need to know as far as qualifying for the car promo is concerned, which is, believe you can qualify, know your numbers, and then number 3 is go all out. Go all out. That is why I said that there is no comfort zone in this business. The qualification, the achievement is not going to come to you in your house. You need to go out and get it. So you need to engage activities. I'm glad that Dr. Heidi has shared lots of activities that we can engage for us to, go and clinch this thing. But we need to know, we need to go all out with a sense of urgency, as a matter of fact. With a sense of urgency. If you do it, and let me tell us as well, just now that it dropped, when people ask me, how were you able to achieve success on your job and success on your Longrich business at the same time, regardless how tasking it is. By the way, I became the first star director from the banking industry, the first person from the banking industry to become a star director before I resigned from the banking industry. So what I tell them is I worked my Longrich business like I had no job, with every sense of urgency. Yeah, and I worked my job like I had no Longrich business. Yes, it's doable. You can actually do that. It's about you setting your mind. So go all out. Now, how do you go all out? The bottom line of going all out, I would like to summarize it into two: addition and deepening. You need to do activities that will help you add new members to your team. And you need to also deepen your team. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of questions. We'll get to address them at the end, all right? You get to deepen your team. How do you deepen your team? You already have existing team members. Why I emphasize deepening most times to my team members is some people in this business have a mindset of they bring in people, they say recruit. They just be adding people and forget to train the people or work with the people they already have. If you work with your team members to achieve the qualification, for example, that is one of the easiest way for you to also qualify. So you're going to have to deepen your existing team, but do not neglect addition. That is bringing in new team members. All of those activities that you need to engage, recruitment of new members. What are the things you need to do to recruit? Talk to new people daily. Increase your prospect list daily. Present your opportunity to people. Follow up. Can people drop more? Because these are things we repeat every day. We say them every day. Can people add more? Please add them to the chat box. Let me see. Go out, do seminars, do home parties, do business launches, sell products to people, product users. Dr. Ivy has done very good justice to that part of our business. So do all of that. And then working with your existing team members, product campaign, and several other things. And that takes me to the tips. And this I can say also is from my personal experience, like I told us at the beginning. Number one is please call God into your business. The God factor, I would always say, is the number one. Call God into your business. However you call God into your business, if you're a Muslim, if you're a Christian, but please invite God to take preeminence of that goal you've set for yourself. That's the number one tip I would like to mention. Number two, and I'd like everybody to take down this one, is pursue every particular promo like you will qualify. Pursue it as if you will qualify, right? I didn't say you will not qualify. I also didn't say you will qualify. But guess what? When you use that vigor to pursue any particular promo that comes out from today, let's say you haven't been pursuing it from the time it started, like the Egypt promo. I was talking with somebody the other day, saying Egypt, what am I going to do in Egypt? I say, you're missing the point. This Egypt trip promo, pursuing it is going to help you gain mileage for your car promo at the same time. Remember, we're talking about taking all the money on the table. So every promo, whether it's the cash incentive promo that is ongoing, whether it is the rank advancement promo, whether it is trip promo, treat it like you will qualify. And guess what? You might qualify. I know of a leader, one of my top leaders, every promo she would pursue it and she missed many of them. But guess what? On a particular promo, China trip promo precisely, she still pursued it like she will qualify. She qualified in the last week. Something just happened. She qualified in the last week, just last week of that promo. So imagine she gave up and said, I will not qualify. This target is too much. I can't qualify. So she would have missed out on that opportunity. And that particular trip promo set the tone for her business, I can tell you. So number three is, I think I've said this already, go crazy. I don't know how else to say it. Is there any sane leader that you've seen on this business? I don't think. Is Charles Tambo sane? He's not now. He's been in Kenya for how many weeks now, months? Is Dr. Ivy sane? No, not. Is that Homer sane? is in it for, there is no saying, count them. You will notice that one particular thing about them, they do it with reckless abandon. That is what you need to do for you to begin to qualify for yours as well. So don't come and be looking at them and saying only them they qualify. You haven't done the things they are doing. So go out and go crazy about your business and don't stop until you succeed. Then the other thing I want you to note is utilize all the avenues. Utilize all the avenues. Utilize I wrote something on Monday. Was it Monday or so, but this week that just ended. And I said, increase the activities for you to increase the output. So we already know the income producing activities in our business. Throw your weight on all of them, the ones you know you can handle. Throw your weight on them. And as you do those things, you can never tell which one will spike your success. All right. So, and then finally, the fifth one or the sixth one, find yourself an accountability partner. Yeah. Or your upline, but there must be that engagement for you to help yourself be accountable. Because our business is, yes, you have a team of people you work with, but nobody is coming after you. Nobody is pursuing you, bring call memo like in the bank. You have to write call memo, you have to write call plan for your activity for the day. You don't do that here. So you get to just relax. Or if you can find yourself, in my case, I told us what I did. I had to start sharing, and truly, some people have done that. As soon as the promo came, some mentees of mine have come. I said, have you worked out your targets? And some of them have said, yes, I've worked out my targets. Please, I want to be keeping you updated. I said, way to go. So do that. It can be a sideline. It can be an upline. It can be your husband. It can be your spouse. Whoever you know will keep you accountable and push you towards your dream. Please find that person. And in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, Charles Tambo will be rounding up here. I hope that's okay. And in conclusion, please, everybody has an equal right to qualify for all the incentives in the Longrich platform. And trust me, Longrich has amazing incentives on the table for us to grab. Please do not let three brothers called procrastination, excuses, and blame to stop you from grabbing yours. And I'll be seeing you all at the top. Thank you so much. My name is Chineye James Effiong. I'm also known as the Pacesetter. Thanks, Charles, once again for this opportunity. Thanks, Dr. Heidi. And
awesome. Don't go yet. Awesome. Powerful. Drop those emoji. This is hot. Giving it as it is. And that's what I love about these leaders. And that's why I said I need them here to come share with us how you can get to understand this, the incentive, the promo, the bonuses, and also qualify for car trip and so many other things in this business. Grab it all, man. Collect all the money. You just join the business and be washing the money and the money is going. But I'm super excited tonight and I got so much value. So much.
I'm sorry.
Keep learning.
A lot of DMs already asking for the checker.
Yes.
I don't know how you address that for other people who have the same problem. Maybe we share it on
okay, you get the checker from your leaders who with SD Chineye has shared the checker on the WhatsApp group. So ask any of your SD upline, D7 upline, make sure you get it from them. So connect with your upline to get the checker. Then if you're any of the Telegram group, we're going to drop it there for you also. The GE group and the rest, you get the checker there. If you are in the GE group, the Telegram group. Then someone is asking, what's the question? The emojis are taken. Please drop your questions again. Drop your questions again. Was trying to look for the option where people can drop their question directly. I'm not seeing it. Now the chats with the emojis. Thank you. Okay, so if someone doesn't have a laptop to use an Excel sheet, these days you can use your phone. Your phone can open an Excel sheet. Can they use, the person is asking if they can do it manually.
Absolutely, you can use your phone to open the Excel sheets. It's phone friendly. You can fill it all out there. Manually, yes, it's possible. You can get your book. You just have to sit and calculate it, and then you need to know how to calculate it. And that's a discussion for another day. So yeah, if you want to go manually,
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's possible.
Okay, that's great. So what is that? Someone said he has a health-related issue. He wants to relate with doctor if doctor is not doctorate of degree. So you need to consult your doctor if you have a health-related issue. Well, though you can get doc on Facebook, you can connect with her and see if you can she can be of help to you also. Please, it seems that everyone is tired of what?
When it seems everyone is tired in your team, how do we do it?
Everyone is tired.
Everyone is tired in your team. How do you do it?
You start all over again. If everyone is tired, first of all, find out why they are tired. If they don't have the willingness to continue the business, go start all over again. Go back to when you first started, when you had nobody. So you get your some of you are asking back office question. So I think there are so many videos out there on how you can access your back office and get to understand how you can get your numbers. So if you can go on YouTube, you see the videos there. I got lost with explanation. Then go and watch the replay if you got lost. Is the 5,000 supposed to be shared on the 3 legs? I don't understand that. After qualifying for a promo and then go ahead to qualify for others, do those PV stay or do you qualify previous promos? Wow. Longrich does not wipe your PV, but the promo for this year, if the car promo for this year, once the car promo ends or the trip promo ends, does not count for the next promo. So each promo has its own new PV requirements, but your PV does not wipe away. You earn from it, you rank from it, you grow from it, you get all incentive from it. Elizabeth, kindly unmute yourself. Elizabeth. We just have 5 minutes to leave now because it's already 12 a.m. here. Elizabeth Kunyi, unmute yourself.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Evening, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you so much for this meeting. God bless you. Please, I don't really understand the difference between retail order and maintenance order.
Retail order, maintenance order. Dr. Heidi, are you there? Doc, are you there? I think Doc is not here again. Then retail order, repeat order is the one you do directly in your back office, where you have the money from your earnings set aside for you to do your maintenance. And there's no much difference. There's no difference. And repeat order is retail order, I mean, is the one you do through your stockist, the 30 PV you do through your stockist. So maintenance order is the 30 PV. But you can, for retail, it might be more than the 30 PV, but there are percentage the company gives to you when you do certain PV, maybe 0 to 90, 200. So they give you 25% to 45% for retail order. But for maintenance order, you have your end is 30 PV maintenance every month. You do that every month, and you earn a percentage of that every month. So there are two types of maintenance order. Well, that's the retail and repeat order. So you get more details about that because we are going to, a lot of people have been asking questions on that too, because people are asking, can I earn without referring someone in this business? Yes, you can earn without referring someone in this business if you are doing retail order. A lot of people have not taken advantage of the retail aspect of this business. And so you can earn so much money with that, especially if you are supplying some of our products to supermarkets and the rest. So we're going to talk more on that. I'm going to do a webinar on that for those who want more explanation on it. So let's conclude. Thank you, SD. I think because you're busy, you can.
Thank you everyone. I see all the love. Thank you.
Uche, are you there? Unmute yourself quickly.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for today's training. I really got a lot of things. Thanks to you all. But I sent in my question or my challenge because I'm based in France, but I have a lot of challenges, which are, if I should recruit someone, how do we get the products here? And I asked one of my upliners if I should recruit them with Nigerian code, how would they be able to get their bonuses? That has been my challenge. I'm in Diamond 1, but to move forward, I'm still stuck. What I do is that I use the products now, I and my family, but how to get people, because they are scared. If they should buy, how do we get the products here? We don't have a lot of Nigerians in Longrich over here. And for me to get, I have to look for a stockist which is not from Nigeria. At Paris, he will send it to me. So honestly, I really need the way forward.
I think the business is not established in France yet.
Yes, that is my challenge. What do I do?
So can you look for investor in France?
Yes, I have, but he's not a Nigerian. I buy from him.
Investor in France?
Yes. He's a stockist. Okay. Yes, but he's not a Nigerian.
In France?
Yes, but he registered in his country. So he will buy at his country. They will now send it to him here.
Okay, so but it's not yet in France then. So that one is that's management issue. So maybe you will be building for now. Then we can give you a contact. Maybe you chat me up on Facebook. Can give you a contact. I'll give you a contact to call. Then from there you can, or you through your hotline, the person who will refer you to the business can set up that space. You can shut the person up and said you want to establish this market. So the company will look into that. See
okay, actually, I have discussed it with her. She's the one that sent the link of this training for me to come up and learn.
Okay. So don't worry, that's a management issue. So if you want companies to set up business there, you go through the management. Huh?
Okay, but can I chat you up based on that? please?
No, you have an upline to do that for you. You said he has sent you're already on discussion with management, right?
No. The upline is the one that gave me this link so that I can ask my question, I can learn more.
Okay, no problem. You can chat me up. I can send you
thank you so
a
much.
number to call.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I want to go and sleep, guys. Bye-bye. See you next time. Drop your questions on Facebook. So the ones I can answer, I will answer. The ones our speakers can answer, they will also answer. So I love you all. Have a fantastic evening. See you on the next webinar. We will be talking about other issues. Make sure you start working now and stop blaming anybody. Success is guaranteed when you do the activity. Bye-bye.